Got a race for you.
What?
So you know the spinny pole downstairs?
Yeah.
I'm going to race you down to the spinny pole.
Oh, yeah!
Wait for mummy. And then daddy's going to go that way. This first person down to the spinny pole. Ready? Hang on. Don't face your ass to the camera. Got nothing but ass. Ready, steady, go! Oof! I win! It's okay, we've just come out for taking Isaac to a play barn, and I'm just getting Gina to try Huel. Just hold it back with your thumb. You just drink it. You're not convinced?
I mean, it's not the worst tasting.
For what?
Stick with my ham sandwich and chicken and cheese. Incredible.
So hi everyone, welcome back to day 2 of my daily Huel vlog. So we went to this play barn today, me, Gina and Isaac. Yeah, I was alright, I wasn't too tired or anything like that for running around or anything like that. I didn't get up today until 11 o'clock in the morning. That's because I'm still trying to get off my night shift pattern. It didn't really help that by the time I went to bed last night it was probably 4 o'clock in the morning. But if you can't sleep, you can't sleep. So anyway, that being said, I didn't have my first Huel today until probably about 12 o'clock I think it was. Which, you know, I have eaten and everything else. I then had a boiled egg for lunch as well, and now this is my tea. It's now 6 o'clock. So this will actually only be my second shake of the day. Now, depending on what time I end up staying up till, I might have one just before I go to bed later on. But as it's already panning out for today, I might only be having 2, which I don't really think is going to do me any favours. So we always know, make sure it's screwed on properly. So today we went out to the play barn, we ran around for a bit with Isaac. Gina ended up having a sandwich, cheese and chips. Isaac had chicken nuggets and chips and whatever else in a chocolate bar. And meanwhile I'm just sat here with my cup of Huel on the side, and the chips are smelling mighty tempting, and you know, it was getting, I wouldn't say I'm not going to lie, it was getting to me, it was annoying me a bit because I was feeling hungry. So after that we went into town, and as we were walking through the middle of the town, obviously you don't realise until you're probably looking for the food how many places actually have food. So you were literally going down the street and I was looking at everything that had anything to do with food. So it's just, yeah, a bit weird today that I really noticed how much not eating the food is getting to me at the moment. Now I know this is really only day 2, but not having, you know, a normal food, something that you're putting in your mouth and you have to chew to eat, I don't know, it's just a bit weird. This, like I said, when I eat this, it's fine. I feel full. It does a good job of doing that, and it's giving me everything obviously that I need. But the only thing that I don't feel like it is giving me is that, you know, feeling of I've eaten something. I would say, how can I say it now? Substantial, I would probably say, is the word I'm going to say. So yeah, it's I don't know. I really honestly don't know how to explain it. I don't feel tired. I don't feel like there's a lack of energy. I just feel like my stomach longs or, you know, yearns for something that's going to really fill it up, you know, like it normally is used to. Now the only thing I can think of is if I give it, say, maybe this week, after in a week's time, that my stomach will start maybe shrinking down to what it usually should be. Because granted, my stomach has probably been stretched that much because of how much food I have physically eaten in the past, that the by give it a week, my stomach will start shrinking back down to normal sizes, and maybe the Huel will satisfy all my, I won't say the cravings. It's really strange to explain. So it's really weird to try and explain. It's not like it's a craving. It's not like I'm thinking I could really do with chocolate, or I could really do with like a sausage roll or something else. It's strange to try and explain, but it's like there's something missing, but I can't quite put my finger on what is missing. Again, I'm going to reiterate this point. It's not like I'm not enjoying this stuff. I do actually quite enjoy it now. Like I said, I've been on it for just over 2 months, and I do actually quite enjoy drinking it. And, it's like I said today, I see food, I feel like I want to eat the food. I feel hungry for seeing food, and it's really strange to say that, because I felt fine after drinking my Huel, the hunger had gone, but then as soon as I see something that I want to eat, like the chips, or, a sandwich, or chicken nuggets, or whatever else, and I see it, and I'm like, yeah, I really want to eat that, and now I feel hungry again. And then the moment you take yourself out of that situation, you don't feel hungry anymore, and it's so strange to try and explain it. Now, it probably is just me, probably because I'm going from such a large meal portions before. Over the last 2 months, I've tapered it off slightly, but now I've literally gone from probably 2,200, 2,300 calories a day in the last 2 months, excluding Christmas. But then I've suddenly now gone down to probably about 1,600 calories a day, 1,600 calories a day. Now, the way I'm figuring out is that each Huel is about 450 calories, I think. I'm going to put it on the screen now of how many calories are in each one of these shakers. So I've got that. I'm timesing that by 3. Then I've also got my boiled egg, which I'm putting on top. And then I'm adding about 20 calories for a cup of coffee. That's where I'm roughly getting to my calculation for what I'm now going to be having every day. So for now, I think going forward to tomorrow, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, etc., that I'm literally now waiting for my stomach to get used to having less in it. I know I've eaten far too much in the past. My portion sizes have always been out of control, which is why I wanted to go to this. It's because it's all in one. It's your portions are portions. You can't say, I could throw an extra scoop in it, but then it's going to mess everything up. It's just dead easy. I just throw, like I said, 3 scoops of powder in it, a little bit of flavouring in it, shake it up with the water, and I'm not even thinking about, okay, you know what, when like you do when you're at the, how can I say now, when I'm at work, and I was in, say, the queue for the food, and you were looking at it, and you're like, oh, they've got like some, like chicken thing on tonight. But they've also got sausage rolls there. I could have that chicken thing with chips, and I'll have a sausage roll. And then you walk around, you're like, oh, they've got a chocolate bar near the till. So then you pick up the chocolate bar. So whilst you're in the transition of sorting your food out, that's my worst enemy, is whilst I'm trying to pick what I'm going to eat, I'll pick too much, still eat it all, and then that's where I was getting my problem. Whereas now, it's literally, I just turn up to work, my powder's in a little sandwich bag, pre-made, I just throw some water in this at work, tip the powder into it, give it a shake, top it up, I'm done. I'm not then thinking, you know what, I really fancy this, that, the other, and trying to add it up. Now, the only other thing I've been thinking of recently is the people who are into Huel will know that obviously Huel have got their own little protein bars. Now, these little bars, I've been looking at them, they're not the cheapest of bars, but I'm thinking maybe I'll give them a try, maybe I could try and replace that with the egg. To be honest, I've not looked at how many calories are in these protein bars yet. It's only been an idea that I was really probably having in the last 2 days. I'm thinking, if I buy a box of protein bars, I could use that as my little go-to snack as opposed to having boiled eggs. But I want to try and weigh up the differences between, say, having a boiled egg and just having this Huel. Now, obviously, if you've got the other side of the argument, you've got your whole, whether you're doing it as a vegan thing or anything like that, obviously you want to be just going on straight onto the Huel cereal, the Huel bars, then yes, you'll be sticking to that fine. But for me personally, I'm not going to lie, I love meat far too much. I love steak, pork, chicken, turkey I'm not a big fan of, but that's irrelevant. And so anyway, I really, really like meat. And that's the one thing I've noticed I'm going to be missing the most from this. So anyway, so that's the end of day 2. Like I said, I know I've rattled off some more stuff, and to be honest, I thought I was only going to have like 2 minutes worth of video to actually speak about, but for some reason I've got more tonight. Which is surprising me actually, going forward, because I've always loved the idea of doing a daily vlog. Now, doing a daily vlog, you've always got to try and think of content for every day. And I would say that when you watch people online with their daily vlogs, a lot of these daily vloggers have got wonderful, elaborate lives of things that are going on. Trust me, I do not have a Ferrari sat out on the driveway to go out and take it for a drive. I do not live in a 6-bedroom mansion somewhere fancy down south. I literally live in a tiny little house in the back of Warrington, and I've got an old knackered Peugeot that's 14 years old. But I can't complain. But because of all these things, I don't think people want to see a vlog of a 14-year-old Peugeot. I don't think people want to see a vlog of me, replastering the corner of my kitchen. It's not really interesting daily vlogs. Anyway, so thanks very much. Anyway, cheers for... Why am I saying anyway? This is another pet hate. I'm sorry, I'm not cutting into this video off yet. I have a big problem. I'll say anyway. There's another there. I have quite a regular tendency of coming back to certain words. And I know what it is. It's the fact that my brain's not got anything to say at that moment in time. So whilst it's waiting for it to load whatever I'm going to say next, it decides to spurt out It really annoys me. So if anyone's got any top tips about how to stop doing that, that'd be really appreciated too, because to be honest, I'm a bit fed up with constantly editing out from my video. And even if you go watch back most of my other videos, you'll find that even though I've edited out a lot, and you won't know how many I've edited out, there is still some that I've left in there, because by the time you've chopped that bit out, the speaking you had before and the speaking you had after the don't match up anymore. It sounds daft, so you have to sometimes leave this in. It's a weird one. Anyway, so thanks very much, guys. Cheers for coming back and watching day 2 of this thing. It was very like peace, Japanese kind of thing. So yeah, so I shall see you all tomorrow. Cheers, take care, bye bye.